Greetings, trail people. Jim Falkenstein here from AshlandTrails.com with another episode of Let's Take This Outside, where we go on a video tour of a local trail and try to drop some knowledge on you that maybe the man doesn't want you to know, some local secrets, some tricks, some insider tips. Today's trail is going to be Roxyanne Peak Trail. I don't know if I've got a picture of that. Sometimes I have a photograph of Roxyanne Peak, and oh, look at it. It's very peaky. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful day there, Roxyanne Peak. You know, despite rumors, the long dormant volcano of Roxyanne Volcano is not expected to erupt again for another 14 years. So you're all good.
Roxyanne isn't actually a volcano.
Well, it's not a volcano yet.
Actually, it's never been, and it
didn't used to be a winery either, but now it is. See, things change.
What does that have to do with volcanoes?
Well, because the Earth is like a living creature, and the magma is like the blood that pumps through the veins of the planet.
Jim, are you high right now?
No, I'm not high. I mean, are you high right now? You know what? Maybe you're high. Maybe we should take this outside. Traveling music, please. Right. See? I'm getting fed up with this nonsense. And outside we go. This is going to happen. Come on, follow me. I dare you. Oh boy, here we are. All right, well, today we've come outside to talk to a local expert on Roxyanne Peak, and interestingly enough, my local expert was unable to attend due to, I believe, no prior engagement, just because they were unable to attend. So we're gonna have to think on our feet and come up with something to do, and I think Camera 2, what are you doing right now? Dave, why don't you pop on over here and have a seat and be a local merchant that is unable to show up today.
Alrighty.
Okay. Dave, grab that mic thing, jam it on there. You're going to be local merchant.
Okay.
Unable to show up, local merchant.
Yeah,
All right, you're doing it.
Alright.
You're really good. Okay, good. Hey, so local merchant, unable to make it today. Let's see, Roxyanne Peak. What was the last time you were on Roxyanne Peak?
Last summer.
Oh, relatively recent.
Yeah, actually for my very first time going up there.
Oh, wow, so you know quite some, you're expert.
Oh yeah, sure.
Pretty
thing.
expert.
Yeah,
Expert. Have you, I was thinking about this, have you ever seen hang gliders up there on Roxyanne Peak?
No.
Do you think it would be a good place to hang glide?
Well, I imagine it would if you can get those gliders up there. It's a little bit of a scary ride up there. Actually, the road's kind of narrow.
Yeah, I don't know if I figure the whole point of the hang glider is that you don't go on the road. You're above it.
Yeah, but you still have to get it up there.
Yeah, well, I think it's collapsible. I don't think they show up like a triangle, big triangle. They show up like a little triangle, and then they. But
probably.
I still think maybe there's too many trees.
Well, there are a lot up there.
You got to get a jumping area where there are no trees if you're hang gliding, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on hang gliders.
Oh, that's true. You're an expert on Roxyanne Peak. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, did you know? Also, if you go up the trail, it's also Prescott Peak.
Yes, that's
Prescott Park.
Yes, Prescott Park.
How can you have a peak and a park combined like that?
Well, it's part of the peak is privately owned, part of it's public owned. It's,
So part of the peak is part of the public park.
Yes.
So the peak is a part of the park. Peak is part of the public park.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
The Prescott Park is.
And I think it was a guy named Peter that created the name of Prescott Park.
Peter Prescott?
Yeah, that's right.
Peter Piper picked a pickle Prescott Park?
I think at the time when he came up with the name, I think he had a bushel of pickles with him.
Well, then who was Roxyanne? Because that saucy vixen had a whole peak named after her.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of legends of things that happened up there, so. So Roxyanne Roxy could have been, one of those legends,
She could have, do you think, I would say that probably Roxyanne and this Peter Prescott had some kind of lurid affair.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
And then they leapt to their death?
Yeah, that would explain a lot of.
All right, well, we solved that problem.
I think so.
I think we answered the questions that no one was asking.
That's right. Yeah,
you did it. Good job. Thank God you showed up, David, because the local merchant who did not show up would not have known that.
I've lived here all my life, and as long as I've lived here, it's always been there.
that is a point.
Yeah.
I will not go so far as to say that's a good point. No,
Well, it's not a
here's what
sharp
I-
point. That's
Here's what I've heard. I read that that motorcycle gangs used to run rampant up there at Roxyanne Peak back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, really?
Did you know anything about that?
No, I've never heard that.
Oh yeah.
That must be a new legend. Did you?
No,
did you
that's
create that
actually
legend?
that was a one. That's well, it's somebody else's legend. I read
Oh,
it
I
and
see.
didn't write it, so that
Yeah.
means somebody else has
Oh,
made
I
it
see,
up, maybe.
okay.
But
All
it's not actually. It's I call them a biker gang,
Yeah.
but a lot of people would call them off-road enthusiasts.
Ah.
So back before it was all well groomed and such, they used to just ride their, dirt bikes around, and, throw empty beer bottles at each other. I have no idea what they did. Apparently, it was quite a.
Jim, your
yeah.
guest's hat.
It's killing
Yeah.
you.
The-
Dave's
the
hat
green
right
screen?
there.
What? We got a God
If it-
mic. Sounds like
if
a
you,
God
if you
mic.
look to the
talking.
other,
Alex, look,
the other,
look.
yeah, see right there. Oh,
You gotta take your
no,
hat
if you
off
look the other way, look the other way.
Okay,
All right,
Mr.
yeah.
God mic.
All right.
Jeez.
All right.
I
Louise.
mean, let's
Thank you.
face
Thank
it.
you very much.
We want this show to be perfect as always, Dave. Alex and I demand perfection.
Yeah. Well,
so now,
that forced me to have to do a hair flip.
well, you're welcome, ladies. That was for you.
Also, it's about time you actually.
Oh, we got to
talked
go
about
to our.
the
We should
footage.
probably roll the clip. We should watch the trail because
yeah,
it's longer.
okay.
It's
All
a
right.
longer trail than me because there's a couple of different things to do. So let's roll the clip, and you tell me if you recognize this
Yeah,
from your
okay.
trip this
Yeah.
summer. Because there's Roxyanne Peak.
Yeah.
Right from that's the road that goes up to Roxyanne Peak, and there's the clouds above Roxyanne Peak there. And then did I stop the Did we stop the video here, or did I just have? Do I have 4 minutes of this shot? Oh no! Apparently,
Your video clip is only 3 seconds long, Jim.
Interesting. I was hoping it was going to be 8 minutes. So you're saying that just loops continuously?
No, I'm saying it plays for 3 seconds and then stops.
And
actually.
so you're saying I did not bring in the clip. Here's what we're
that
going
is
to do.
correct.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want some other? We could play some random trail. Like
We're gonna.
Utah?
I am going to.
We have the Utah Trail. What about White Rabbit? Those are better trails than the one you're doing anyway.
Not true. Not true. I want you to keep track for about 6 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm going to I'm going to go over everything in my memory on camera with you here, and then I'm going to, in post, see if I can match it up to the video that I know I shot, and I obviously didn't transfer properly onto that disc. So, Dave,
Yeah. Alrighty.
go with me on this.
Okay. I'll
All right,
go.
Dave, look, this is the trail.
Yeah,
It goes to the top of the peak. Isn't
Yeah.
it fantastic?
Yeah,
How do we
it's
get
beautiful.
there, though? Let's go from Ashland. From Ashland Plaza, you'll head north on the 5 freeway towards Medford.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Medford. Have you, so going from Ashland to Medford, how many exits? 2 exits. You get off at the Phoenix off-ramp.
Okay.
You turn right. Now, they did a whole new off-ramp there.
Yeah.
Phoenix, a mess. So my map isn't 100% right. My map's old. But you turn right, and you head up that road until you get to the right turn on Cherry Lane.
Oh, okay.
That goes into the rural area all of a sudden. There's no houses there. It swoops to the left, and it comes up, and it hits that other road. Oh, it turned right there. Oh, look to your left quickly, though. After that housing development, Dave, it heads up to Prescott Park / Roxyanne Peak. You're headed uphill.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like you can drive all the way to the top of the peak. Can you?
Well, I got pretty close up to the top.
Pretty close, not the top.
No, because it looked like when I was there, there was a parking area, and then there was like signage saying authorized vehicles only past this point.
Correct.
So,
Bus park there. Once you park there, you're going to start walking along what is a gravel road, mostly gravel trucks going up there because there's a gravel pit. They're allowed to drive, you're not. You turn right and go up Manzanita Trail. Manzanita Trail heads up, crosses the road again, continues up to the top. You're going to see a lot of great views. You're going to sweep left, sweep right. Bingo, you hit the top of Roxyanne Peak. That's a short 2 miles. At the top, you have one overlook on this side, rocky, delightful. You have another overlook on this side, meh, not so great. And this is where the towers are, boring. Head back down to that first overlook, and the trail heads back down towards the road. Right before it gets to the road, you're going to cross through a large set of jungle gyms. It's just kind of it's not jungle gyms, it's some kind of outdoor, obstacle course. Then you're going to hit the main road, you're going to turn left, follow that back down to Manzanita and back to your car. However, if you'd like to take a different route, you can follow the main dirt trail up and swoop around to the left. And there's going to be this crazy eagle's nest overlook where a lot of bicyclists get up to and stop, because you can actually follow that by foot up to the top of Roxyanne Peak.
In any of these trails, is there anywhere you have to come across a fork in the road?
There are probably 3 or 4 forks.
Okay, so a lot of forks to collect then.
You'll get no spoons,
Okay.
all
right.
forks.
Okay.
All right, so there you go. Whoo! Boy, that was a heck of a trail. Wasn't
Yeah.
that spectacular?
Yeah.
Boy, David, I'm glad you were here with me for that. So,
Yeah, you got like 3 more minutes.
that was the end of that trail,
You're supposed
Alex.
to.
And now we're back to Easy Saddam. Somebody's threatening to throw a shoe at me. Well, let's have that. So, I mentioned, we saw earlier on the video
Yes.
that there's some kind of obstacle course up there.
I heard that there was a zip line up there,
There might be.
but I couldn't. But I went up there and I couldn't find any
Well,
zip line operations.
From
so-
what I could tell, there used to be a lot of picnic areas up there, and now that you can't drive, except you have to stop at that stupid pipe gate,
Yeah.
right, where you had to stop,
Yeah.
and then you hike up from there, and there's gravel trucks coming and going. It's not quite as great.
Yeah, I got up there and I kind of walked up for a while, but not knowing where I was going and where I was going to end up at, it was a little scary because there was,
That's why this video was so
mysterious-
helpful, right?
oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
extremely
that
helpful.
really, really was helpful. Watching that video, it really made the difference. Now, the obstacle course areas, there's like a couple of them, and I think it's kind of like either like an outward bound kind of summer camp kind of area where kids come up and they do, different Boy Scout,
right.
agility training things, or it's where SEAL Team 6 trained for their raid
Yeah.
on Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah, well, there are a lot of secret government operations that go around here, so yeah, I
Yes.
could see that, yeah.
Right.
But I always wonder why everyone has to do an outward bound thing. When does anyone do an inward bound thing?
Dude, you've got to spend more time in Ashland because there's a lot of inward bound stuff in Ashland.
Yeah.
That's where the inward stuff
Yeah, that's where it
is.
all takes place. Is
Oh,
here in
yes.
Ashland?
You bring it in, and then out,
Yeah,
later.
okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what that's about.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, as a person who's been here his whole life, forever,
Yeah.
infinity, what is the scariest thing you've ever seen on a trail, hiking? You're out in the woods.
Well, some people have been kind of scary. There are some scary people
Yeah.
that are out there deep in the hills.
The ones who kind of live there all the time.
Yeah.
Those?
Yeah, they're typically, big bushy beards. They're gray. They're like, they got funny looks in their eyes.
Wild eyes. Yeah.
That wild country eyes look. Yeah.
Would you say they're a lot like, imagine Ernest T. Bass from the Andy Griffith Show, but with a big beard
Yeah.
and kind of smellier and bigger?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Big, crazy
Yeah.
Ernest T. Bass.
Those kind of people are actually around here in the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go looking for them, or
Yeah,
you might
right.
find them, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's the scarier than any bear
Yeah.
or a wild ferret or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so have you ever seen like a wild animal on a trail, like out?
Yeah.
Like right there, cougar. Ah.
Actually, a long time ago, I actually had a big green lizard actually run up my leg one time. Yeah. I mean, yeah, big, nice, big green lizard.
Like in Oregon.
Yeah.
An Oregon giant
Yeah.
green lizard.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't come from Hobart Bluff.
No.
You know, they've been eradicated up there.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
From my previous video, if you've ever seen, it's pretty sure that's true. So giant green lizard this big.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, it was a real bright green one. So yeah.
Sound like the stuff you get at the pet store.
Yeah, but we were out deep in the hills.
Really?
Yeah, we were out
Did it-
looking. We were out looking for an old gold mine of my grandfather's.
Really?
Yeah.
What did it taste like? Because I'm assuming you killed it and ate it.
No, just let it, just kind of shoot it off the leg and let it
Shoot
go.
off. What if it was venomous?
Well, you know, that's a possibility, but you know, nothing happened. So I just got him out off my leg and out. Let him live a long life wherever
Right.
that's at. You know.
Right. Or maybe he's one of the baby lizard person, because you know there's the conspiracy theorists believe there are lizard people that live among us.
Yes.
And so
but-
maybe this was like a baby lizard person.
Well,
wasn't
that's always
quite
a
fully
possibility
formed.
too. But I think they live down in the interior of Mount Shasta.
I thought that was the luminary.
Illuminati? No, they're in
Not
Italy.
Illuminati, luminaries, Lumerians.
Oh, Lumer. Yes. Well, that's.
But I don't know,
yeah.
they could be lizard people too, just a fancy word for lizard people.
Yeah.
Man, we are really busted. We got to be quiet because
Well,
I don't know her that well on
goes,
camera 3. It could be a lizard person
yeah,
right
well,
there.
you know, and it goes out. Once this goes out, you know, and the Illuminati in Italy get wind of our discussion.
Are they only in?
Well, their headquarters is there.
They are.
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
Where is their headquarters? In Ireland, you said?
No, in Rome.
Oh, the Rome.
Yeah.
1 minute. Are we? Is that 1 minute to the end of 18, or is that 1 minute until we get into that?
No, it's one. It means it's your time to wrap it up, Jim.
Thanks. All right,
Stop
buddy.
your yammering and
Thanks, Alex. Once again, like clockwork, ruins
Yeah.
every show. So
Yeah.
Alex, he comes on.
Well,
Every
you
time.
know,
Oh,
he
screw
gets
you, Jim.
that
I can
God
hear
mic
everything you're
power,
saying.
and it just like
Yeah.
Oh,
it
hey,
goes
Alex.
to his head.
We're just kidding around there, buddy. Ha 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 ha. Boy, what I was saying was, thanks for helping and sit in, local business person who was unable to make it today.
Glad to be of
Appreciate
help.
anything you would like to promote?
Yes, watch our shows, Gems of the Road Valley and Rogue Artisans and Crafters here on RVTV.
No, it's a good, excellent. Well done. I'll do that. Do what he says. He helped out a lot today. And I think we conclusively claimed that, we proved that Roxyanne Peak is filled with bubbling hot lava.
yeah, you didn't do that. None
Well,
of it, actually.
well, not conclusively, but
not at all, actually.
a pretty robust discussion of volcanic activity, actually.
You mostly talked about eagles, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think we got to the eagles.
I don't. Just for maybe like 5 seconds, we got to the Eagles.
Well, I'm not even certain
Lizard.
you're paying attention
Sorry,
to our
lizard.
discussion, Alex,
It was
obviously. The point is, when I and my guest are having a little back and forth like this, you know, the real information comes from
The
the
video.
spaces between that video,
Okay, that's
A,
it. Cut his mic.
super helpful, and then B,